Yeah, got it.
Is that like an instant bag? What is that?
Yeah, they have all these instant bags now.
Cool.
It's only
Must be a
blend.
California thing.
No, they have these everywhere.
How fun.
Oh,
Some good coffee roasters are making these. It's good when you
not in
don't
Camp Verde.
in the morning if you have sleeping children in the house.
Wonderful.
It's fudge, black pepper, and red apple. Let's see.
Fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a pretty freaky Ecuador this morning.
Oh, you were telling me about that one.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was on the phone with you when I tried it. Yeah, it's astounding.
It makes sense.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, Dr. Ward.
I'm going to start class now. Before
God.
Gashla gets here, just do the homework.
Hard word first thing. That's not fair.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
it. Do it.
I'm going to start.
Ah,
Hi again.
Good morning. Why
Morning.
are you so
Morning.
smiley, Kramer?
I don't know. I think it's delirium.
Okay, it's drugs.
The drug of caffeine.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm going
Word,
to
you
start
look,
class.
look like
Yeah,
a
Oh.
just share screen, dude.
Okay.
All right, you're up, Word.
All right. Okay. I kept it brief with the homework. Okay, here we go. What problem automatically arises if the seeds were separate from the foundation consciousness?
Well, are you offering money for this question? No.
Really not.
No answer then. You'd have two seed, wouldn't you have two seed foundation consciousnesses going on?
Close. What did you say? I don't know about seed foundation consciousness.
Two
Two
foundation
foundation consciousness.
Yeah.
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 Good. That's what you meant, right, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. There would be two foundation consciousness. Good. Okay. Ontologically speaking, what is the actual status of the seeds?
Oh,
Their potentials.
Potentialities.
What's ontologically?
How do they be?
yay,
What are-
good.
A wish and a
Denmid
prayer.
I don't think
Relates
that's the
to
question.
existence.
Their potentials?
Potentials.
Could happen.
People
They
are
are,
chiming
I
in the
don't
chat.
know.
You guys can speak if you want to.
Intelligent
that's
people
the
in the
answer.
chat room there.
Oh yeah, very intelligent. Nikita and Roxana both got it.
How much money did they get?
I'm pretty sure 0 unless someone else is ponying up some cash. Really labeled. Okay, all you potential people, here we go. What is the synonym for seeds that sums up their reality?
Potentials.
Well done. And in Tibetan, whoever said that, Tim, I guess. I don't know who it was.
Nupas?
Nupa.
Thanks, Tim. Okay, Nupa. Okay, now for Tibetan. So for our Tibetan today, I've devised a multiple choice.
Ooh.
So what I want, since we're trying to make this as inclusive as possible, is everyone in the chat out there who wants to be involved, you're just gonna put a letter in the chat, A, B, or C. I'm gonna show you the word, and you're gonna put A, B, or C. Does the Tibetan I show on the screen, is it equivalent to A, B, or C? Okay? Okay, get your keyboards at the ready. Calm down, Geshe. I know it's exciting. All right, here we go. And I use, so A for same, B for different, C none of the above. Okay. It's very basic translation of each of these words to make it very simple and somewhat fun for me. Not for you, you're bored. Okay, here we go. It's 6 in the morning and we're doing multiple choice quizzes. Okay, tadepa, does that mean same, different, or none of the above? Put it in the chat. Hasso is
Also, you can't have
wrong.
both.
You can't put A, B, and C.
Hasso. You're one of those kids, Hasso. Kramer puts L. Oh my God. Okay. Gibson, Tim, and Jennifer Upala, and one of Hasso's answers is correct. It's different. I mean, they put separate, but I just made it simple. Put said different. Okay, here we go. Next one. You ready? One answer, Hasso. Tadepa mayin. Oh, now everyone's catching on. And everyone else is just writing what everyone else wrote. Okay, good. Perfect. I'm doing this because they put it like, they said the same thing. Gibson Coppola wrote the same thing like 6 different ways, and I thought it was funny. So now you're being subject to this. Tami Depa,
Whoa.
A, B, or C. Same, different, and none of the above.
Non-different. Oops.
Okay, we got it. Yeah. All you mixed nuts nerds.
Yeah.
Correct. This also means same. Okay, say chick. Not the whole definition thing, just the basic. Same, different, and none of the above. Hey. No one else feels like responding. Fine. You have no excuse in China. It's not 6 in the morning. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Yes, this also means same. And they're used
Yay.
interchangeably in the text. So this is not just me having fun with you. Okay, how about this one?
Whoa.
They suit Tadepamayin.
Oh boy.
I know.
I like
Also
it.
says none of the above. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Kramer says B, different. Gibson and Venerable Upala and Ella and Nick are correct. This also means same.
Actually, Michael got it right too.
Oh,
Did he write that? I didn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
That
send
good.
my money to Ellie, okay?
Okay. Kangyang Minpa.
That one I could see going 2 different ways.
This means none of the above.
Yeah.
It's in the poem. It literally means neither, but none of the above sounds funnier, so I use that. Yay! Everyone gets 100 or a 0. I don't know. Okay. Here's my translation again. It's I just did the next 2 lines because we didn't say anything specific to do, and they were easy, so I just got away with it.
All right, yeah, it is. One the second time in January. So we get the next question. It's actually the author of the Delshe, of the commentary to Vasubandhu, is reporting Vasubandhu's Ranglu, okay?
Oh.
Supposedly.
Oh.
And yeah, I think it is Yashomitra, but I got the quotation for you.
You did. It's in the text.
Yeah. Sabin, potentials, and propensities. Same meaning. Seeds are only merely labeled as such a handle action substance. Yeah, nice, very nice. I would have put seeds, potentials, and propensities in quotation marks. You know what I mean? That's all.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the translation is good. Yeah,
Yeah, because I wouldn't have understood it unless you put the quotation marks in.
yeah.
What are name seeds?
Excuse me. Oh, the name seeds potential. Yeah.
But the
okay.
name is plural. So I was
Yeah.
like, name seeds? What?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then put the comma inside of the quotation marks.
Uh,
Mm.
And these are all a semicolon would go outside and a comma would go inside. Okay, good. Nice. All right. You pass.
Yay.
And by the way, your homework was fun. I like those ABC thing.
Yay.
All right then.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Back to work. Eh, you sleepies. Oh, that's a different word. Hang on, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Okay. Let me put you guys up here. Okay. All right. Okay, these are the two sentences you translated already, right?
Yep.
I'm trying to get you guys. How do you get this? How do I move you guys back up? Oh, okay. I checked. It is. I think it is Yashimitra John Campbell, and here's the actually word. If you look at the quotation, right? Hang on. Let me get rid of this. There we go. Okay, if you look at the quotation, it has two parts, right? It's first he says seed, potential, and I don't know, bakchak. They're all mean the same thing. Then he makes a second statement. He says, and seeds are only exist as labels and not as something substantial, right? So it's really two different. The idea is accredited to Vasubandhu. There are two different ones here. So the first one is here, and that's pretty clear. It's exactly a quotation, okay, by Yashimitra. Yashimitra is a beautiful, beautiful commentary, and we should translate it someday. But it's huge. It's 4 volumes in the Sanskrit books, and somebody took those 4 volumes out of the library in the scriptorium, and it would be wonderful to get them back. Okay, they're very, very rare and important. Okay, and here's another quotation that I think you could use for the second part of the quotation. Okay. Or you could use this one here. So let's read these words just for fun. All right. Remember that these are quotations that are supporting the second part of our statement, which is that seeds exist only in name. Okay.
Sabante ni sembe tun shenpa ma yin la tun shen ma yin pa yang ma yin te ten ne takpe ngo yin pe chiro.
Good. Translate slowly.
Sabante, those seeds which we're referring to. Ni is going to be like mean or are. Semla tun shenpa mayin yin la.
Semle Duncan.
Semle are tun
They are
shenpa
they are not
and
something
other
which is other, yeah, than the mind. That's all.
other than the mind.
Okay, seeds are not something which is other than the mind, but then Shen Mayin by Yang Mayin.
They also they're also not something.
Double negative.
Yeah, they're also not other than
Yeah. Okay.
the mind.
They're not other than the mind, and they're also not other than the mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why? Because they are tene takpa.
Because their
Their
basis
essence,
is their basis or essence is just merely labeled.
yeah, independence or something. Okay. So they just exist as labels, meaning they're just something that might happen. Okay.
Mhm.
And that's the feeling he wants you to get. We're trying to get the feeling of what a seed feels like. And what it feels like is just this kind of amorphous possibility. It's not a thing in the mind. It's not like a watermelon seed in the mind. Okay. It's just an idea or a possibility. Okay. I like this one. This is also from Yashamitra, and it's the same. It's a similar discussion, but I think it would make a good part of your footnote. So I'm going to ask you to read this other section from Yashamitra. Okay.
Okay. Shajewa diju. Mi gewe semla gewe sabin te shakna shitar mi gewar min yor she mawar jena. Ni keki sabangi tun mishete.
Yeah. Somebody's asking a question. Okay. If you have start out with a migewe sem,
If you start out with a unvirtuous mind
and you put a gewe saban into it,
and you put a virtuous seed into it,
how come the seed doesn't change to migewe?
yeah, we had this already though.
Did we?
I mean, Jason Kappa talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
maybe
then
it was Golden Key. Yeah.
and the answer is Kiki saban ki demishe.
Your seeds are not your mind.
You mishe the dun of the sabans.
Oh, you understand the meaning of what a seed is.
Mishe.
Yeah, excuse me. You don't understand what the meaning of a seed is.
Don't ask me a question like that. It shows you don't understand what a seed is, okay?
Yeah.
So what was the question? If you start out with a non-virtuous state of mind and you put a virtuous seed into it, doesn't the seed become non-virtuous by association? And then he says, don't ask me a question like that. It shows you don't understand what a seed is. Okay, so hopefully now he's going to clarify what a seed is. Here we go. Please read.
Ewe semke we ni chitarna ngunsum mam gyupe sem terang kepar rungwar ngyorwa te tapui nupe kepar chengi sem migewa kepar ngyorwe sabani nupe kepar konar seki saban shejawa 총재 메테 탁배 유 yinpe chiro.
Yeah, this one, I mean, this part's a little confusing for me personally, but anyway, gewe sem gewe, if you are able to bring up a state of mind which is
Virtuous good.
Yeah. Whether that Munsumam Gyupe, whether it's directly or indirectly, okay? We could say that a state of mind tends to perpetuate a state of mind. De rang keparung wagyur, okay? So if you started with a virtuous state of mind, it would tend to perpetuate itself, okay? De tabu nupa kepa chen. So if the mind has this special quality that states of mind tend to perpetuate themselves, okay? Then if the mind became non-virtuous, all right? The mind could become non-virtuous after being virtuous, right? So that would be due to a sabban. Nupe kepa chen konarse. What's konarse mean?
It only would fade away. It would.
This is a idiom. It means just
Mm.
that and no more. Just that and no more.
Mm.
So sabbans are just a quality of potential and nothing more. Okay, sabbans are just seeds. Mental seeds are just a potential and no more. And sabban shejawa chungse mete. The thing you are giving the name sabban to, okay? Sabban shejawa chungse me.
Doesn't even have a little.
There's nothing there, okay?
Yeah.
You are calling a potential state of mind a seed. But when you go looking for some like watermelon seed in your mind, chungse me, you won't find an atom of seed there because it's just stuck here.
It's just labeled as such.
Yeah, it's just a concept. It's just a concept. There's no real seed there. It's just an idea of what might have changed the course of the mind, for example. Okay, it's just an idea of what might have changed the course of the mind from virtue to non-virtue or something like that. Okay, it's just an idea we have. There's nothing there. It's just the ineffable fact that the mind can change from virtuous to non-virtuous. Okay.
Yeshla, I have a question.
Oh my God, you're too hard.
No. But it's beautifully rendering it as tend to remain the same. But is how? Where is that?
Rang kepa rungagyur. Okay. It would be appropriate for it to continue itself. You see, trigger itself. You see what I mean? Keep itself going, something like that. Okay. So why does it change course? There's some kind of potential in the mind that causes it to change course. And that invisible potential, we just call it a seed. Okay. Something like that. The point is that a seed is not a concrete thing. A seed is the possibility that the mind could shift. Okay. It's interesting. Cool.
Very cool.
Very quiet, you guys. Okay, here's some other less interesting. Here's a direct statement that the thing we call a seed is just a potential. Okay, same. I think it's from the same commentary. Yeah. Oh no, a different one. Okay. All right. Please read this little line, Vern.
Shane Jongwei Kuche Gongpa Chikko.
What's it mean? I think you can.
This is equivalent or with the true intent of the brothers. This quote is in line with what the brothers thought. Yeah,
because of this quotation, She Jungwei, we can say that on this question of the status of a seed, the kuches are gombachik.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Master Vasubandhu and Arya Sangha are thinking the same way.
Yeah, they are of one mind, as we say in English, okay? About
Mhm.
about what as a seed? Okay. Okay, cool.
Geshe-la,
Yeah.
I think I figured out why Che means conflagration and twin.
Because your mom has more than one?
Yeah, because you have like a conflagration of kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. You're lucky to stop at two, right? Okay. Just imagine
Okay.
how stressed out Nick and Ben would be if they had a conflagration like that. Okay. Okay, please read. Oh, who's checking you? Nick, you want to check the guy?
Sure.
I'm helping Stanley here. Maybe I spelled that wrong in the chat. Okay, Tena. Gupe sabandini. Nduche ki pongpoi chok chik den min duche ki topa yinte. Nduche yinla sok semsem chong kangyang minpe chirtang.
Okay. Dana, therefore, what's gupa mean word?
Smearing.
Say again?
Smearing.
Yeah, a smeared, past tense, right? A seed
Mhm.
which got smeared on the mind. Okay. And in DCI, we actually discuss seeds a lot. And we were trying to place them in the outline of existing things. And well, are they ngupo or ngume, first of all, word?
They're nupo.
Yeah, they're a functioning thing. They do something, okay?
They
There's three
better.
kinds.
They better.
Yeah, well, hopefully. There's three kinds of ngupo. What are those? Thrih divisions of ngupo.
Physical, mental, and that which is not physical or mental.
Yeah, physical working things, mental working things, and working things that are neither mental or physical, okay? Or you can say factors which are neither physical or mental. So in terms of the five heaps, where would you put the seeds?
I guess factors.
Yeah, factors, which means grab bag of other stuff that relates to word that's none of the other four. Okay.
46 other things.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So Duche Kipumbo means skanda number 4. Okay, the fourth heap. Okay, which includes word seeds, and which includes concepts. Okay, so let's throw it into one part, chokchik, of the fourth heap. Let's say seeds belong in one of the sections of the fourth heap. Okay, what's that section given the name Demenduce? Okay, factors, meaning stuff in the fourth heap, which is den min. Tell me what that means, word.
It possesses neither. It literally, it's a shortened form of it possesses neither physical nor mental. I don't know, or mental.
Yeah, good. Suktang sem maimba. Den mimba. Okay, yeah. It's a changing thing. It's a working thing. It's a thing that does something, but it's neither physical or mental. Okay. I don't know why he said topa here. I mean, there's a very obscure Abhidharma idea called topa. I don't think, it doesn't feel right to me here, and I can't guess what it used to be or something. Okay, topa in Abhidharma is a weird idea about a substantial entity which keeps you possessed of something, like a belt keeps you possessed of your pants. Okay. And I don't know why he mentions it here. I'd like to check that. Okay. Can you check that in some manuscripts? Okay. Yeah.
I'm looking in the Great Dictionary right now, and this has something to do specifically with Den Menduchis. You should read it.
Okay.
I'll
You
put it in
mean
the
as
chat.
far as topa? Okay.
Yeah, specifically.
Okay. There is a concept of topa in the sense of an entity which keeps you possessed of something. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Abhidharma idea.
Yeah, and it's weird. Okay. And then topas have to have their own topas. Okay.
Tope.
It's like a belt. They keep calling it the karak, the belt. There has to be a substance that keeps something on you. Okay. Okay. All right. Yinde. Duce yinma. It's a duce means what? Not duce. Duce. What's
Factor. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
No, it's a produced
Oh.
thing.
Duce is produced thing.
Yeah. Yinla. But it's neither suk or sem or semchung.
Form, mind, or mental function.
Good. Okay, good. Good. All right. Why does he say Gerpe Saban? Why does he specify the seed has to have been?
Smeared.
Yeah, it needs a seed. He wants to, for some reason, some Kappa wants to emphasize that the seed has already been placed in your mind. Okay, we're not talking about seeds as a theory. We're talking about an actual seed that got smeared in your mind already. Okay. All right. Nanny's gonna quote Kuntu, and Dr. Kramer's gonna check your pronunciation.
1 sec.
Huh. He hasn't made a mistake yet.
I know it's kind of boring.
As per usual, no mistakes.
Hey, Ben Kramer,
Yo.
in the Siddhantas, do people ever hassle the mind only seed theory for being like Sankhya notion of the gunas?
Oh, I've never heard that particular critique. There sure is a large body of that literature that I specialized in that I don't know anything about, though.
Okay.
Okay, sorry for the
All
delay.
right. Go ahead. Ben's gonna check you. Try to make some mistakes sometime, okay?
Kunle tusu dempa kongshena teni ki ni nama shino rang tu jewa ni sum de sabun. I made the mistake. You gotta catch him, Ben.
Yeah,
Sabun.
seemed okay. What happened?
Jewa.
Yeah, well,
Yo, yeah, well, okay.
Yewa ni sumte sabun tang dempa tang wang tang dempa tang kunjongwa tang dempao shesung pecho.
okay. What's Kunletu?
The Abhidharma Sammuchaya.
Good. And it says, what does it mean to be Demba?
What does it mean to possess?
Yeah, and then Senyikini Namashino. By definition, okay, it's as we discussed it before. When it's by definition, it's as we discussed it before. Or in terms of its definition, it's as we discussed it before. Rang, this is, oh wow, this is a mistake. Okay. This is probably Raptuyewa.
Oh yeah.
Oops. Let's just check the figure. Yeah, there you go. Raptuyewa. Okay. If you divide ways of possessing things into 3, right? You can say Sabandang Demba.
They possess seeds.
You have the seed. Wangdan Demba.
You possess the power.
Yeah, meaning but it's again like potential, I think. Okay.
Mm,
Or we can say you possess kunjung. Hey, he fell asleep.
the source. The source.
Yeah, the
source?
source. And I think all these three are synonyms here.
Mm,
When we say you have a seed, what we mean is you have a potential power. And what that means is there's the source of suffering is there waiting to pop out. Okay, got it? Something like that.
mhm.
All right. Here's a quotation from Master Sangha. It looks pretty much the same. Okay. And here we go. We'll start here. Detar. Who's checking you is Adam. Yay.
Tetar pakchak nampa sumki chejaki nampa sumte shek hungdu changpa tang.
Yeah, and this is the first half of a kachigma. Okay, so somebody wants to start an argument. Okay, and he says, look, seeds in the mind can be divided according to three different criteria. Okay, as you just quoted, they could be called power, they could be called source, they could be called seed. Okay. So you have divided seeds into three parts with the quotation you just gave us, okay? And here's another division of seeds into three, okay? And Tsongkhapa also divides them into three. Let's keep going though, okay? Please read here.
Tonsang to yang kushi nampa shipa yang sabenta nampa ki nampa nsu ye te shesongpa nampar jang shena.
Okay, so I think he's specifically saying, look, if seeds don't have any real existence, how can you start dividing them into different types? Because in Densang, okay, in this commentary to the Mahayana Sangraha, Kunshi Nambashepa is described, okay, the Kunshi itself is described in two different aspects. What are the two parts of kunshi word as far as seeds?
The written and the Britain.
Yeah, good. Explain.
Well, basically, if the foundation consciousness was a refrigerator, then the content of the refrigerator would be seeds that had not yet ripened.
Good.
And the refrigerator itself, which is both a storehouse and a consciousness, would be the seeds that have ripened.
Good. So I would read number mimba in this sentence as the part of the kunshi which has already ripened. And then there's the part of the kunshi which hasn't ripened yet, which is called seeds. And the foundation consciousness or the refrigerator, which has ripened already, holds the seeds which have not ripened yet. Okay, cool. So he says, look, Kachik is saying, look, we see seeds divided into three, and we see seeds divided into two. Then how are you going to explain that? Okay, how are you going to explain that? All right. And here's the original quotation from Densang. Okay, here's the quotation here. Okay, you see them divided. Now, what about that division into two? And here we go. Please read.
Nipame te chirkunshi saben layang namshi ki dre tempani 사번탕 남인마 체외 오락 셰긴테 체네 사번탕 남시 제책 타데 드리pa na 강인 마인 par tempe chiro.
Good. Nyepamete means, okay, look, there's no problem that we talk about the refrigerator and the seeds separately, okay? Generally, kushi sabanaya namshi kujai tembani. When we, I would read a possessive here, okay? When we talk about the seeds that are sitting in the kunshi as being kunshi, okay? When we use the word consciousness to refer to the seeds that are in the kunshi, okay? When we use the word consciousness to refer both to the seeds and the refrigerator, okay? When we use the word foundation consciousness to refer to both the refrigerator and the seeds, we are simply saban dan namin machewa.
Not dividing the unripened seed from the ripened seeds.
Good, good. And big mistake here in the Tibetan, okay? It should have been rakshe. What's rakpa mean as opposed to chawa?
Rakpa means rough, like we're just speaking roughly or.
Nice, nice. Yeah, we're just making a generalization, you know. Technically, you get in a little bit of trouble if you refer to the seeds as foundation consciousness. But, you know, just speaking roughly, it's okay. You can say that. You can say that the seeds are the consciousness, okay? Shete, chene, you could, if you divide them, then you could get sabans and consciousness. You could divide them into seeds and refrigerator, okay? Now, if you divide them and then you ask me, are they zechik or are they tade?
Yeah. If you ask that question, I would tell you that I would tell you that they're not either.
Good, good. They ain't either one. Okay. If you try to pin me down and say, look, are those seeds and the refrigerator they're staying in, are they the same stuff or are they different things? I say neither one. Okay, neither one. And that's what Tsongkhapa's been saying all along. Okay, you cannot describe the seeds as being part of the kunshi, and you can't describe the seeds as being separate from the kunshi. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Please keep reading.
제작트 돈상 레 테달 템퍼니 공기 초첼나 드베 게셰 든 뚝바 당 소소 타데 담 셰베 테 전젤파 니케 쉘참파르 쉘웨 쉘탕 돈상 드 사번 남의 군 쭉배 사번 치메 드 타데파 코네 유이 캐니노.
Okay, good. Chedakta means if in more specifically, if you think about how this question is presented in Dunsang, okay, and if you keep reading after what I mentioned above, Tra means if you keep reading down after that, okay, you could find in the Dupa, okay, in the Mahayana Sangraha, in the longer explanation of the Mahayana Sangraha, you can get more information, okay? So if you want to know how this discussion continues, check the bigger commentaries to Mahayana Sangraha, okay? And you could also check sections in both commentaries, okay?
Mm.
Dunsang and Shijar.
Mhm.
Te means in the sections where they
Mm.
ask the question, are they separate or are they separate or not? Okay.
Mhm.
So if and Tsongkhapa is basically you get the feeling that
Mm.
Tsongkhapa is starting to say what?
He's wrapping it up, right? But
Yeah, he's wrapping it
saying,
up. He's saying, look, if you're still not clear on this point of how the seeds are and are not separate from the mind, then you go read the two commentaries, check for this line, read the section after that. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. But I'll tell you, and you don't have to look, the two great commentaries, the secret meaning and the explanation are Shell Champa.
On the face, they're equivalent. Literally.
Yeah, they agree. Their position agrees. Okay.
Yeah.
They're in agreement. And I did not know this word. I looked it up.
Mhm.
They are in agreement. Chalwa.
Mhm.
Okay. They comment on this question in the same voice. Okay. But in Dunsang, Saben Ngame Gyun Jukbe, what's that mean? Saben Ngame Gyun Jukba.
Um, in the secret meaning, the seeds, before they before they enter the stream, literally,
Mhm.
but like before they arise.
Well, here it means, let's say you take a seed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at its stream into the future, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the 3 o'clock seed, okay, it streams on, and can we say it is separate, or can we say it's the same as the seed at 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now that's he says, now that's a separate question. Is the 3 o'clock seed separate from the 4 o'clock seed that came out of it? Okay, if the seed is, yeah.
I asked this question once,
Yeah,
in a Dharma class, because it's like when does the effects of any given cause actually end? You know,
yeah,
like,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, here, I think what they're discussing is before the seed opens and the seed's sitting in your mind for a couple billion years, does it have a continuum? You know, and we say yes. Well, that implies that the seed of one moment triggers the seed of the next moment. It triggers its own continuum, right? Yes. So is that seed of 4 o'clock, is it Tadepa from the seed at 3 o'clock or not? Okay. And he's pointing out that you're having other difficulties talking about whether seeds are separate or not, even from themselves. Okay. Is the seed at 4 o'clock separate from the seed at 3 o'clock? We've been discussing whether the seed is separate from the kunshi. And we decided neither one. Then he says, well, is the seed separate from itself? Because there's a seed at 3 o'clock and it produces a seed at 4 o'clock. Are those two separate? Okay. And then he says, well, you got to get into the kinds of kins, all right? All right.
Wow.
And we say again?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were going on.
Oh, we've been discussing whether seeds are separate from the refrigerator in which they stay. And now we're discussing, are seeds separate from the seeds that come out of them? Okay, seeds of the future. Okay, and what's the status of that? And he says, well, you want to know that, you got to get into the question of what kind of kin are we dealing with, okay? So luckily, you guys, we've been through all the kins, right? the 4 kinds of kin. Okay. So what's a gyui kin?
Just another name for a cause.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Anything, any factor or any condition which serves in a causal sense is called a cause condition. Okay. So can you say that the seed at 3 o'clock was a condition for the seed at 4 o'clock? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Sure.
So they have to be separate, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
This is a good part. Wow.
Uh, and here's the part from, if you're interested, this is where you can pick it up in Mahayana Sangraha. Okay. Maybe we should read this.
5 minutes.
Let's read this part word for fun
Okay. Start at Soso or start at Kunshi?
at Kunshi. Yeah.
Okay. Kunshi nampa shepa la kune nungmong pe chuki saban tedak si chi soso tade tam. Keep going.
Yes, please.
Onte te de pamayin par neshena tela
Okay.
nepa tedak tang seshu tade yang mayin tami de pa yang mi mayin muki kang de zhongwei tui kepar chen kunshi nampar shepa te shin tu chungwa la saban tam chepa she jao.
Okay. This is hard. Okay. And this is the Mahayana Sangraha itself. So Lord Arya Sangha is saying, Kunshi number shepa la kune nyomo be chuki saban. Let's say you have Kunshi number shepa, okay?
Mhm.
And in the Kunshi number shepa is a seed for kune nyomomba.
For all things Kleshik.
Yeah. So in the seed of the foundation consciousness, in the foundation consciousness, you have a seed which keeps your mind messed up. Okay. Are they dedachi? Dedachi means, hey, are those separate or not? Okay. Is the seed and the foundation consciousness separate or not? Dedam. So tade, are they separate? Dam or Unte, are they rather tadeba mayimba? Or do those seeds stay in the mind as not separate from the mind? Okay. Shena, what's that?
Question mark.
Yeah, if you ask me, who's talking? Arya Sangha. Who asked him a question? Somebody asked him a question and said, when you have a seed in your mind that's going to mess up your life, is that part of the mind or is that separate from the mind? And he says, Dela nepa deda danzesu tadeba yang mayan. This yang means, first of all, it's tade mayan.
It is not separate.
Yeah, as far as substance, okay? As far as one being the other, okay? But I would also have to say, Tami depa mayan.
Admittedly, I have to say they're also not separate.
Yeah, good. Okay. Kande jungwe tu kepa chin. When the kunshi itself takes on a high degree of potential, okay, we call it a sabin. Okay, that's all. When something like that happens, when the refrigerator takes on a characteristic of having high potential to do something else, we call it a seed. Okay, it's just the potential to do something else, and which is already the kunshi. So any part of the kunshi which might trigger something, we can call it a
Seed.
A seed. Okay, cool.
Yes. So Jason Kappa, Arya Sangha, and Kalkachuji, Maung Peldon all agree.
Yeah. And I think he just keeps hitting on it because it's so difficult. It's so much human nature to think of a seed as a watermelon seed in a watermelon, rather than the possibility that the mind might go somewhere.
Maybe we should come up with a better name for them then.
Yeah,
Yeah, the possibility that the mind might go somewhere.
yeah.
Okay.
Because the whole thing of description about the mind only school that people talk about and have talked about for what, hundreds of years, is that they came up with a consciousness that has to hold the seeds. But that's ridiculous. That wouldn't make sense to mind only. Not only does it not make sense at all, it doesn't make sense to mind only because
But it's so helpful to think of a refrigerator. I don't know.
They have always done.
Making,
We're at time, Geshe-la.
Okay.
make,
By the way, he has mentioned that the expanded explanation of the Mahayana Sangraha, and I listed all of the commentaries here, and I was trying to figure out which one might be considered the expanded explanation. And to me, the one called Shejar is the biggest one. So I think he's talking about Shejar. Okay, right here. See, this one is over 100 folios, 100 full folios, so it's 200 pages, and I would call that the Geshe. Okay, here's Dunsang is only 50 pages, 70 pages. Okay, so that's all. And so I went to find for you word in Shejar, the section that they're talking about, and it's here, okay? Here's the discussion. And we're gonna pick up here next time.
sweet.
You did a good job. This is hard stuff, but once you figure it out, it's figured out. And if you keep avoiding it, which is tempting, you never resolve it. So this is just like cleaning your bathroom once in a while. Okay.
Seeds aren't seeds. Check. I got it.
Well, I guess the whole reason to discuss it is that it's so tricky trying to catch a seed and change it in your mind, right? Yeah. The whole point is we're trying to change our seeds, right? So, all right. By the way, next he's going to talk about what kind of can is a seed, and it would be worthwhile for Mr. Word, maybe in your homework, to talk about the 4 different kinds of cans again, so that we can have a good class next time.
So didn't Stanley's text have a whole
Exactly. And we spent a lot of time in it. So go to the Abhidharma expert and say, look, Geshe-la says we talked about the 4 kyans already. It's going to come up heavy in my text next time. Could I just review it with you? So Geshe-la wants me to put it in my homework so we can have a decent class next time.
Okay. Wait, should I do it before next class or after next class? Because
I think you should do it. It should be part of your upcoming homework at the beginning of your next class. And then everybody's mind will be clear of what the 4 kyans are. Okay. Including Grandpa.
I'm sure Stanley won't mind whipping that up for me, right, Stanley?
No, I would love to.
It's from my book.
We haven't finished the detour yet.
Yeah, but no, that we just have like 2 sentences left to go on the detour. Don't tell me that, Stan.
Yeah.
We finished the meat of the detour.
True.
All right. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Well,
Thank you, Ken.
we have a Q&A session up next here in the
Oh, sorry. Okay.